And I want to share with you something that I think makes a lot of sense to me, but I want to make sure that you understand. And that's something that's kind of going to be a rant, something that is very simple to understand, but that most people don't get. And you better figure this out for yourself at first if you want to be able to go into trading for the long term. What's up, traders? Welcome back to Bangkok in Thailand. I'm back here since a few days. So here's one particular thing that I see a lot coming back in traders that either fail to make it or make it trading full-time and traveling, having some freedom. It's the desire for safety. Now, people that desire safety, and that's the thing that they care about the most, ultimately won't get to trading full-time. They won't be able to do it because what they want to have is safety. And I believe trading for a living is not safe. Having a business is not safe. Doing things big is never safe. And you see people that only want to be safe usually don't tend to succeed very well. But people that do succeed, that achieve that next level, that really make it big, are the people usually that care more about their freedom than their safety. So you got to figure out, you got to go into yourself and understand what is most important for me now. Like, what are my values? Is it freedom or safety? And basically, it's kind of like when you see these returns. The more risk you put in, the more return you can get, right? Like in trading. But take it as a bigger picture. The more risk you put in life, that doesn't mean like doing crazy things and stuff. That means like taking a risk to doing things different. As long as you do things different than most people, you're taking a risk. And that's the risk that, of course, most people won't take. But if you are doing things different, if you say, I'm going to follow this path of trading, or this path of having a business, or this path of trading professionally, that's not safe. That's different. But that means that you have more upside for freedom and more upside for doing things on your terms. And so it comes down to this. So understand what you want to do exactly. What do you want to achieve? And the other thing I found is that people that say, well, I just want to be safe and I want to have a full-time job, a 9-to-5 job where I go and come back home every day and have this fixed paycheck. Well, these people, it's fine. They're going to go for that, right? But other people say, like, I want to start a business, but then they see it as either they have a business or a job. They don't see it, like, they don't want to push themselves. The person that really care about freedom, they really care about like getting the freedom because they understand that they have to sacrifice first, they're going to take on more because they know they can become more. So instead of saying, well, I got to have this job or this business, they'll say, I take the job and the business and I work on this full time right now, double the hours, so I get my freedom later. Okay, that's important. People that are not serious about it won't do it, but the people that really want to have freedom at the highest level, they will do the work needed. Like for me, when I had my full-time job, I was also studying at the same time. I had to kind of work. I had to work on my trading and trade. And I did all of them to be able to get to a point where I was having freedom. But people that just say, well, I want to have freedom and stuff, and they only want to work on one thing. They want to have like 5 hours a day now of free time and get to 20 hours a day of free time later. Like, these people don't get any result because they're always looking for a shortcut and they're not willing to put in the work now to get to their goals. People that really want to get to their goals of freedom, they will be willing to sacrifice now. And that's why if you don't have a right reason now, you might as well not do it. Or you might as well find a reason first to get yourself to work better. And sometimes like these moments where you face something, a challenge you have, these are things that will kind of push you and will make you think about what you really want to have and make you work hard. But think about this, like if you don't have the result that you want today, ask yourself, did you behave like the person you would be if you got the result? In the sense of like, people want to become a profitable trader. But think about, on a weekly basis, ask yourself, was I this week acting like a profitable trader? And we're not saying getting the result, but acting, because action leads to result. If you can say, well, this week, yeah, I was acting like a pro trader, like a profitable trader making a living trading, well, good, awesome. But if you say, well, no, this week, like, I did mistakes, I was not really there for my reviews, I missed some steps, I closed some trades early, well, that's not like a profitable trader. That's like a scared trader. You might as well change this. And so if you can be honest with yourself, look at how you perform, that's going to be better. Okay? And that's when you can figure out exactly what you need to work on. Okay? So there's no topic for this video, guys. I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts on a few things. And the first thing was the desire for freedom over safety, and why I think if you're looking for a safe way to do things, like, oh, how can I succeed in trading without losing a cent? It doesn't work. Or if you think about how can I get people to invest in me without putting any money down, it doesn't work, right? Or what if you think about, well, I just want to have like this trading or job, but be really safe in the sense that I don't have to work too hard. It doesn't work either, right? It doesn't work at all. So think about this. And the other thing is, like, think about how you act on a daily basis. Do I act like the person I want to become? Like, if you want to be a millionaire, do I act today like a millionaire or no? And what you need to work on to get your goals is what you're not doing right now, what you're lacking. Work on that and you'll get to your goals. Because I found out if you become the person that attracts money or attracts whatever goal you want to reach, then it's easy because you attract it. But if you're not that person yet, it doesn't work. Like your income now and the results you get in trading, in life, financially, professionally, whatever, are all the result of who you are. Like, but the level you're at. So in other words, if you're making now $200,000 a year, then you're worth $200,000 a year. If you're making $1 million a year, you're worth $1 million. If you're making $500 million a year, you're worth $500 million a year. It's all dependent. And the thing is that, with that in mind, if you're at $50K now per year, you can work on getting to higher levels, but you gotta work on yourself, and you gotta make things work and connect with people maybe at a higher level, ask them or observe them and see how they do things. But that's the point. So hope that makes sense. Once again, you guys, comment below with your thoughts in the comment section. Here are, as always, a few comments in the past video. Appreciate you guys for leaving comments in the comment section. And I'll catch you back here in Bangkok or somewhere else, because we're kind of really messed up in the video schedule. So I'll catch you somewhere else, in a different country, different continent, different place, different time zone, whatever, tomorrow. Ciao.